Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly high through the rain, through the fire. This is my club, my only desire. Just from lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly high through the rain, through the fire. This is my club, my only desire. Whoa. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly high through the rain, through the fire. This is my club, my only desire.
Right, that took a while to come off. Anyway, hi, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome to this THFC Till We Die. Welcome to After the Presser, the second last one to the end of the 25-26 season. It's been a long season, hasn't it? And tomorrow night, all we need is 1 point. One singular point to send West Ham down and keep us in the Premier League again. But will Spurs be Spurs? Will this go on to the Everton game? So there is a poll in the chat, and the poll is going on. The poll says, can Spurs get the point tomorrow? Yes, we can, 67%. And also, it will go to Everton. It meant to say, will it go to Everton on 33%. So we're going to have to wait and see. But how are we all doing, guys? Are we all nervous? And what a result yesterday from West Ham performance. Great result. Newcastle played extremely well. I do feel sorry for the West Ham fans that travelled up there and paid. I think some fellas spent nearly €800 on hotels, tickets, whatever, to see his team play like that, and in the relegation zone as well. So I can understand the frustration and the anger of the genuine West Ham fans, but it also bust the bubble of another stupid rumor that was going around that Newcastle were going to throw the game. Oh dear, knocked over something. That Newcastle were going to throw the game. That Leeds will throw the game on Sunday. against West Ham. Do you know what? I understand people and they have that narrative. It's a bit like also wanting Tottenham to get relegated because they think it's going to change the board. I mean, I cannot get behind either. Football is football. Um, and we need to look after ourselves. We're here because of us. We're in this position because we've been shit this year. We're in this position because we haven't played well and we've been poorly and we didn't make the right decisions at the right time. And once we do the review of the season and you do look back on it as a whole, I think also you can say that we've made some dire decisions during this season. And it all started with the summer window, didn't it? And I think it just started there with the appointment of Thomas Frank. The mentality it's okay to lose in the Premier League as well, coming on from Ange the following the season before last season. And it's just followed through, hasn't it? It's just followed through to this season, and it's been one disaster after another. Not many high points. I don't think there is many high points in this season. I think it's a one season where you just close the door on, you walk away, you lock the door, you walk away and say, "Fuck it, I just want to forget about it," and rightly so, because this season has been a season of disasters one way and the other. But let's welcome a few people in, and big up to Jess as well. Big up to Jess, Why Talks Football. Smash the likes. Thank you so much. Great to see you in. Big up to Thomas Pryor as well. London Derby used to be us against the Arsenal. The other end of North London might be our last for a long time in the Championship. Enjoy the game. We're not going down, Thomas. We get the point tomorrow. We are safe and we are staying up. Can't make the stream tonight because of work demo, but looking forward to tomorrow night, Coys. Big up to you, Brian. Always in here, and I hope you're safe. What do you do for a living, by the way? Let me know. Put in the chat what you do for a living. Big up to Paigey as well. Hi. Hi, Paigey as well. And she says, hit the like button, subscribe on your way in. Thank you so much. And saying big up to Jess if you're still here. Big up to Iceman, big up to Derma and everyone in the chat. Big up to you. Big up to Wayne Bonner. Good afternoon, folks. Hope you're all well and pumped for a great ending to the season. Come on, you effing Spurs. Tottenham till I F and die. Exactly, mate. I might rename the channel to that, Wayne. What do you reckon? Tottenham till I F and die. What do you reckon? Shall I? For the last game of the season. Shall I there? He said we can get a point tomorrow, but you can also get all three and then now. Exactly. Exactly. Matters to get the winner tomorrow. Yeah, Matters, there's a little bit on him. I've got the team news for you as well, guys. So we're gonna go through that. Um, yeah, I have got the team news for you as well. All United, Newcastle done was throw West Ham under the bus. Yeah, exactly. I thought Newcastle were exceptional yesterday. If Frank went in November and we got De Zerbi in, then we wouldn't be in this. No, I look. I'm going to stick my neck on the line saying we would be qualifying for the Czech Conference League. I do. I honestly think we would have qualified for the Conference League. I know a lot of people are not going to be serious with me on that, but yeah, I would. I think we would do. Big up to Iceman and Mel. Let's face it. Let's face we've had two crap Prem seasons this year. And yeah, last season, if you look at last season, we finished 17th, right? And we never thought we'd be here again, didn't we? We all walked in, including myself. We walked into this season thinking, do you know what? We're going to do better this year. And a lot of us predicted mid-table. I predicted Conference League football. I thought, or Europa League at best. I thought we'd do well in one of the competitions as well, maybe a League Cup win or an FA Cup win. It hasn't really panned out like that, has it? And I think also why I'm glad to see the back of this season is just the divided of the fans, and everyone's not happy. Everyone's fighting with each other. Everyone is, and I just want it to stop. I just want to see the back of this season so badly, but I desperately want to see this point too. I really do. Once we can get there, once we can do our survival, and then we are safe. Right. So let's start with this. Let's start with 1 point needed to stay up. As you can see, Tottenham are on 38 points, West Ham on 36 after their defeat yesterday. But if we lose tomorrow night, then it goes all the way to West Ham, Leeds, and Tottenham, Everton, and then we're in for a last day shootout. And I'm sure Sky TV somewhere in London are saying we want that, we need that, because we know Arsenal may beat Burnley tonight. And then if Man City lose their game tomorrow night, then Arsenal were champions. So I'm sure they're hoping, let's go for a title decider for the title, and let's go for a shootout for staying up. But we have an advantage because we've got a bigger goal difference as well. So we've got to take that into consideration. So that for me also is an extra point. If you look at it, if we finish on 38 points each, we stay up on goal difference. So, whatever way it looks, I think Tottenham will stay up and are going to stay up unless we lose our next two games and unless somehow West Ham beat Leeds, which I doubt very much because I watched Leeds yesterday and they're in form. Leeds are in form at the moment, and Leeds are going to be in no mood to give West Ham anything. They want to end the season on the high. They want to send their fans back up to Yorkshire in a happy mood, and Farker's going to want to finish as high as he can in the Premier League. So it's down to us to get the job done tomorrow night. If we can get the job done tomorrow night, then that's fine. Right, brilliant. That's the point we needed. We're safe in the Premier League. West Ham are relegated. We can go and enjoy the last game of the season. But knowing this season, how we've been playing this season, I just feel there's another twist in the tail. I really do. Also, guys, here we've got team news from Gianluca Vialli. Why am I thinking Gianluca Vialli? Roberto De Zerbi. It says Vicario is available, face Chelsea. Dominic Solanke ruled out, could play a part on Sunday. James Maddison missed training with a small problem post Leeds, worked very well last few days. So James Maddison could be a doubt. Dominic Solanke we know is out. And there's the biggest dilemma. And I think it's an easy question. It's an easy question. You do not start Vicario tomorrow. You keep Kinski in goal. You do not start him tomorrow. You start him in goal. You start with Kinski. You leave Vicario on the bench because changing goalkeepers now. I'm sorry, if Vicario's in goal, I'm going to have kittens tomorrow night because you know full well he's going to make a cock up somewhere along the line and cost us a goal like he's been doing all season. Kinski's came in. He's kept us single-handedly in the Premier League. I'm telling you that he better not pick Vicario. But the way he is speaking in his press conference, I think he is. I want to say big up to Iceman as well. I thought last year was just a freak season with all the injuries, crap football, but yet here we are again. And in a worse position as well, Iceman. Last year we finished 13 points ahead of relegation. This year we're only 2 points. That is the problem. Big up to Jess, big up to him, big up to you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Big up to Iceman. We were lucky to get a point from Leeds. It was only Kingsley we can thank. Yeah, exactly, Iceman. Exactly. Vicario's leaving in the summer. Shouldn't play no more for it. No, he shouldn't, Iceman. He shouldn't play anymore for us. But as you would see in the press conference, De Zerbi's made the quote. He is our number one. So I don't know. I don't know. He should be anywhere near the first team. Good morning, Derm. I hope you're doing well. Big up, Scott. How you doing well, sir? And big up to Carl. He says Vicario may be fit, but I don't think you pick him over Kinski. No, if you do that, then I think it kills Kinski's momentum and confidence. I really do. And then if that decision is made, then I think it's a dreadful one. And that decision can go against you. It really, really can. Right. This is the start of the press conference. I've got a new way of setting this up. There we go. So you'll be able to see it. I just need to change something around if I can. Can I put it over my head? There we go. There we go. Right. Let me know if you like this way, how I've done it. All new systems. More on that goalkeeping decision. No, it's not difficult. It is easy. Vicario is number one, but we have to consider the physical condition, the momentum, and everything. I have a big relationship with Kinski and Vicario as well. There will be no problem. That's a decision he's going to have to make in the morning. That is a decision, and that is going to be a massive decision. Do you go with your number one goalkeeper who's not good with his feet, who has caused you problems, who has conceded goals this season, left, right, and centre? Or you go with Kinski, who's got momentum, he's got the confidence, he's made some fantastic saves over the last couple of games, kept us in it against Leeds, got us the win against Wolves. and you're looking at it, right? And you're looking if Vicario's in for the Leeds game and the Wolves game, would we have got that win in a point? No, we wouldn't have done because Vicario wouldn't have made that save that Kingsley made against the Wolves player in the last seconds of the game, where a win turns in 3 points, turns into one. And then against Leeds, I don't think he saves that. I think that goes over his head, through his arms, into the back of the net, and we lose that game. And then we're in a worse position where tomorrow night we would probably need a win just to get ahead. So for me, it's a no-brainer. You start with Kingsley, you start with him, and you don't put in Vicario. End of. He was then asked about Taylor's reaction in the week. It's a great reaction, very mature guy, maybe more so outside the pitch than on it, because he hasn't played that many games. He's a lovely guy, strong character, and in the future he can play better and better and become a great player for us. And I think that's a good. I'll get to your comment in a minute, Tara. I think that's a great comment actually to make, that he's bigging him up. And look, he did make a mistake against the Leeds game to give away the penalty. Yes, it was a stupid um, mistake, but he is a good player. There is a decent player in there, and I think if you get the right manager in, and De Zerbi gives him an awful lot of confidence to go out and do your job, I think he becomes a different player. I like the way he's been playing when he comes on. For me, he's trying too hard, and I don't know if anyone would agree with me or not. I think he does try too hard, but there is a player there, and something about him. He knows he made the mistake, but he doesn't let it get to him. And for him to say that, great reactions, that means he's training hard in training, he's playing hard, and he wants to put it right. He wants to put the mistake right tomorrow night. And I think that's all credit to him. And I think that's great to have in the dressing room. You got players like that that doesn't dwell on a mistake. Every player can make a mistake. Every player can cock up. Every player can not have a great game. Yes, we all give Romero a hard time. Especially me, I'll give more of a hard time than anyone. But yes, when he's made mistakes, you're critical of a player. You are critical and you are hard on them. And as fans, we demand perfection from our players. We demand a perfect performance from all our players that go on the pitch. But players are only human. So players will make mistakes. Players will make bad passes or bad tackles, give away give away penalties or give away free kicks or whatever. It doesn't mean they don't care. It doesn't mean that they don't care about the team they're playing for. Now, on Romero, I have a different view of Romero. I think he more cares about himself and Argentina does about Tottenham, and that's a very cynical and clinical way of thinking about our club captain. But I do believe that. Um, and I hear the argument. Look, he put out that post, and he was he was one of us. He's not one of us. He couldn't care less. All he cares about is getting to the World Cup, playing for Argentina, and then possibly getting a move in the summer. Where we're quite ready to jump on Tails back and criticize him and have a go at him and tear him to shreds. But we can't do that against Romero because, oh no, we can't do that against Romero because he's done something. And I think it's a bit of double standards in a way. And people have different opinions. I get it. Everyone has their own opinion. I get it. But I think it should be same for one as same as the other. If you're going to not tear Romero to shreds because of the stupidity he's caused this season and the games he's missed, then you do the same to Tell. If you're going to tear to shreds, right, for making a stupid mistake as a young player, then you give the same right to Romero. I think it's double standards when you don't do one or don't do the other. I'm going to get a lot of criticism for that, but that's my view. Not everyone's a Tell fan, I know that, but I just love his commitment. I just love the way that he gives it his all. But if a player makes a mistake and it costs the team, then rightly so, criticize, but do it for all of them. Just don't do it for one or the other. You can't just because you may like that player doesn't mean that he's above criticism. Um, So I think sometimes, especially with a young player as well, you have to be careful with them. But it looks like he's got great head in his shoulders, very mature. That's interesting. De Zerbi said that he's very mature and maybe more outside the pitch, which shows to me that he cares about his football. He dedicates himself to his craft. He dedicates himself to the club. He dedicates himself to the game. Every player deserves to have a life outside football, but I just think it's great to hear that a young player has that dedication, like an Archie Gray, like a Lucas Bergville. All these young players have this dedication that they want to improve, like a Mikey Moore. So for me, I think it's great. I really do. I honestly do. I want to say big up to DJ Samuel, member for 17 months. Millwall versus West Ham next season. Big up, DJ. Of course, it will be. I will get to your comments at the end when I've gone through his reaction. So I will get to them, guys. On Conor Gallagher facing his own side, he said, "From Conor, I expect the same performance as he has been doing. Great player, great personality. He doesn't speak too much, but he speaks on the pitch with his work and his personality, and that's what I like about. I thought Conor Gallagher has had a great couple of games for Tottenham, um, and he's really showed what talent he is. Yes, he didn't play well to start with, but I think the more he's got used to playing with us, he's got used to the club, he's got used to he's got used to where everyone is. He's got used to the club, his surroundings, his move, and everything. So I expect a different Conor Gallagher next season, but he may pop up with a winner tomorrow. I do you know what it's written in the stars. Him scoring the goal that secures us Premier League status. On confidence of the team, we didn't deserve to lose the first game at Sunderland, but we made 8 points from the next four, and we deserve to get more points. We can't remember how things were a month ago. To get 1 point is tough because all teams fight the pitch. I want to see the right spirit, character, and courage on the pitch. And he's right to say that. 8 points, 8 points from the last four, 8 points. We've made 8 points from the next four games. And he's right. Sunderland, was 50-50. Wolves, we played badly, but we got the points. Brighton, we deserved the win. Villa, we played absolutely exceptional. Leeds, we were nervous, and it showed we were nervous, but come away with a point. Where I think early in the season we would have crumbled and fell once Leeds equalised, and I think Leeds would have went on to win 3-2 or 3-1. But we didn't. We stayed form. We had a bit of luck, yes, with Kingsky save against Longstaff, I think. So we did have luck on our side. And there's about time we had a bit of the rub of the green. But I think if De Zerbi was to come in early in the season after we sucked Thomas Frank, um, I do feel that we would be higher in the league than we are right now. And it's about him putting confidence in the team, believing in the players, believing in they can do it and believing in that we can survive. He was then the last question sort of went on to it. Is this a wake up call for Spurs? He says, no, listen, one thing at a time. Now we need to play two games. We need to make other points to achieve our target and then have the right time to talk about the problems the problems we have had. But it's not the right time now to lose energy over it. He's right. He's absolutely spot on. We need to concentrate for Leeds, concentrate on Everton. Let's get the job done tomorrow night. Let's get our Premier League survival. Let's secure our Premier League status, and then we can go into the Everton game a little bit more relaxed, enjoy it, go away in the summer, make the right signings in the summer, and also sell the right players, buy the right players, get a pre-season under De Zerbi, and really come out all guns blazing next year. It is vital that we do that, and I agree with him. We shouldn't lose energy on ifs and buts and what's happened before. What's happened in the past has happened in the past. Looking back just gives you a creak in your neck, gives you a sore neck. You can't change the past, but you can change the future. And that's what he's saying. And I agree with him 100%. Let's get to you guys in the chat and let's see what you're saying. Um, Big up Conor Gallagher, winner can see it now. So can I. So can I. Stick with Kingsky. Totally agree, Wayne Bonner. He's in my predicted lineup anyway. Big up Scott. Don't really rate Kinsky, but I think you have to stick with him now. You do. You really do. A big up twice, man. Says, can we get Vicario Chiefs some raw chicken to give him a little bit of food poisoning. Yeah, a bit of lasagna. Does anyone remember Lasagna Gate? Just saying. Sound the alarms, Dermo. Do or die tomorrow night. It is do or die tomorrow night. It really is. It's not do or die, but I think it's more. It's our first opportunity to get the job done. And if we don't tomorrow night, then I wonder Sunday's going to be a whole different. Then it opens the door to West Ham again, doesn't it? And if we lose and they win, we're down. And it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Big up listening in the background. Big up Pagey. Thank you so much. Iceman says De Zerbi with a full strength Spurs squad will be scary if we let him add what he wants to add. Yeah. And some of the players that we've been linked with, and I've done shows on the Iceman, that if we can get them in, like a Ciceni, like a Robinson, and other players and add to it as well, I think we're going to have one hell of a team next year. Tell us so bad. I don't think he is, Scott. I don't. I like Tell. I think with Tell, I think you've got to give him a lot of time. You got to give him a lot of confidence and let him settle in. And I think a pre-season under De Zerbi, you may see a different player. Again, big up to DJ. Thank you for a member for 17 months. Really appreciate it, bud. Really, really do. And look, a massive thank you to everyone for this season. It's been a big season for the channel. We've really grown, and we're not done yet. We want to get the 3K before the start of the World Cup. Come on, let's get there. So share the channel. Let's get it out there. Let's get the subs to 3K. I want to get there before the start of the World Cup. Come on. Actually, I want to get to 3,000, 2,700 before 2,650 for the end of the season. Come on, we can do that. We can do that. I'll big up Tara. Says the problem is beating Chelsea is our only chance of staying up, as I don't think we'll beat Everton. I do think West Ham will beat Leeds. I don't think West Ham will beat Leeds, Tara. I tell you why. I've watched Leeds a few times quite closely, and I tell you one thing: the way they played yesterday, and they beat a very good Brighton side, by the way. It really was a smash and grab. But they were difficult to play against. And anyone thinks that Leeds are going to go there and be on deck chairs, you got another thing coming. They are not doing that. It's all about us. It's all about us doing our own job, getting the points tomorrow night. And if we don't do it, I think we can beat Everton. I don't think Everton were that special yesterday, and I think we can go out there and do a job. But I understand what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. Big up to Paige as well. Big up Scott. He says we didn't deserve to lose to Sunderland. We were awful. Is this guy De Zerbi, not you, delusional? Well, I've been known to be delusional as well. Connor will only get better next season. I agree with you, Ryan. Bagpipes. You're right, bagpipes. I agree with you totally. I think he will. I think we'll see the best of him next season. And I think you get I think you need the time to get used to his surroundings back in the Premier League again. And you give him a pre-season and you give him a pre-season on the Zerbi. I think, do you know what, bagpipes? I think we really can be excited about this. Listen, I hope you won't. I'll give you a call during the week. Have a bit of a catch up. Big up to Rodney Martin. We must get something on Tuesday. Totally agree, 100%. What are doing here? We are going to be terrible. No, we're not. That's Scott. Stop with this negative shite. Right? We're gonna be there. We're going to be better next season. So we'll wait and see. Big up to bagpipes. No, I'm not buying what you're selling on. Look, if you can say Conor Gallagher is going to have a great, I think give a fit. Look, I understand he's not the number one start, and we do need a left winger. I will agree with you there. But I think as a backup and have somebody to bring on, I think he'd be for say half an hour or an hour gone with half an hour left, fresh legs. I think he really will be a great player for that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Big up to Leeds will win. Yeah, of course, TJ. We all know Leeds will win. We'll be a little bit Leeds fan on Sunday if we don't get the job tomorrow night. Big up to Catalan. Now you see why you have to switch on. If Danso was focused against Brighton, you would be safe. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There is games, and if we did go down, there is games you can point back to where we could have done better. So you are right on that. With everyone fully fit, what's your midfield? With everyone fully fit, what's my midfield? I would go with a midfield of Palunia, Bentancur, um, see, I'm a bit stuck with either putting Gallagher or Xavi in the 10. I don't know if Xavi would be better on the left. That's the problem I'm dealing with. Do you know what? I'm going to go with Gallagher, but I tell you why, that midfield works, in my opinion. That midfield three seem to gel well together. We are going to do this. Me and Billy probably in the summer. We are going to do how we look once we know what's happening. The players are left and the players coming in. We will look into this. Um, yeah, I would have to go with Palunia, Bentancur, and Gallagher. I think it works, Iceman. Let me know what your midfield three would be. But a backup in the championship would be Tails level. Look, I understand everyone's slating Tell. He is a young player and he will get better. Um, Palinia, Benny, Xavi, Kulu, could. Ooh, now. Oh, now if you're asking me to do the whole, that's a good one. Yeah. So you go with Palinia, Bentacle, Gallagher in the 10, Xavi in the left, Kudus on the right. That would be my midfield. And then play, if you want, you could play Kulu as the second striker, or play James Madison as that second striker. And then play the striker up front, and then have Madison as a sort of second striker. Do you know what? There's so many combinations. Be interesting. I'm sorry, Dema. Yeah, I agree. They're not on the same level. I agree. I never said they were on the same level. I'm just saying, Ryan, that if you give Taylor the confidence and give him the right management and the coaching over for the next season or so, you may see a better player. But he's not on Conor Gallagher's level. He really isn't. So we have to see what happens. Palunia bent the corner, double pivot, but Gallagher and Xavi as tens in front of them for me. That's not bad, actually, Scott, either. Ooh, interesting. Uh, big up to Catalan. What I've seen of Abedi from Betis, he smoked Kudun last night. Yeah, I've heard good things about him. I really have. It'd be interesting to see what we do. So I've just seen the photos, quite funny. Um, oh dear. I would sell Tell and bring in Salvini. That's if he wants to come, Reiner. That's if Pep lets him go. Pep didn't want to let him go in the summer or January, so why would things change now? I get it. I get it, Tell. Everyone hates on Tell, and I don't get it because I think there is a talent there. Maybe I just see the best in players. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm a bit delusional in my thinking when it comes to the 11. Big up Scott. I do not include Madison in there or Kudus. If they're healthy, then Paulina Gallagher with Simmons and Madison and Kudus for me. Kulu at home, where he belongs. Yeah. Where would you put Kulu though? If Kulu's fit, where do you play Kulu then? That's the question. And maybe that's a question we could ask in the summer show. Where do we how does our attacking midfield and front forward line start up? And maybe that's going to be interesting. But that's a show we probably will do, Scott. But guys, that is it. That is your second to last after the presser. Yes, we're back tonight at 8 with the pre-match pump up. Then back tomorrow with predicted lineup at 1. Then the start of the watch along at 7:30 for a 8:15 kickoff. We did run a poll actually, and big up to the 16 people that actually did vote. Can Spurs get the point tomorrow? 75% say yes, we can. 25% say it will go to Everton. 16 people voted. I would sell them. I don't rate Kulu. That's interesting. When we do that, player Scott, I might get you on. So reach out, bud. I'll get you one for that one because I'll be interested. I will get you one for that. Big up to Ryan. You're definitely delusional, Domo, but I would not have you no other way. I'll big up Ryan. You're very kind. And then big up the Iceman. Big up Domo. Have a great night. Yeah, well, we're back at 8 o'clock, me and Billy. So do join us at that at 8. Then we're on at 9:30 for the political show. And then at 12:30 tonight, join me over on Steve's American Tottenham channel. I'm over there tonight at 12:30 midnight UK time, talking all things Tottenham Chelsea as we gear up to the biggest game in Tottenham's Premier League history since 93-94 season, when we went to Oldham and won to stay in the Premier League. Guys, thank you all for watching. Whatever you do, enjoy the rest of your day. See you, and come on, you.